Halina mga bata, tayo nang mag-aral. Sa math, walang maiiwan. Math-sayang math-aral, tayo ng math-tuto upang ika'y umasenso. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina't mag-aral na tayo. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina't mag-aral na tayo. Halina mag-aral na tayo. Halina, 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 mag-aral na tayo.
Magandang tanghali, Batang Mandunong. Kanina napakinggan natin ang advanced lesson sa week 5 and 6 o Mathematics 7 CLAID learning modules. Ngayon naman, tatako tayo sa Mathematics 8 CLAID learning modules. To introduce our speaker for week 5, she is teacher 1 and now she is 4 years in service at City of Mandaluyong Science High School. She graduated Bachelor of Science in Mathematics for Teachers at Philippine Normal University, Manila, Batch 2013.
Let us all welcome Mrs. Erika Angelica S. Bensan.
Maraming salamat po, sir, and good afternoon sa ating mga viewers. Hello po sa ating mga teachers, parents, and of course, our beloved learners. Welcome sa week 5 ng ating Project SOAR. Again, I am Ma'am Kai, and I will be the one to discuss the topics in week 5, grade 8 math.
Our topic for week 5 is the rectangular coordinate system. Before we start, kindly take a look at this picture. Can you help me find my seat? My seat number is B4. Mula sa baba, hahanapin natin ang row B. A, B. At mula dito, magbibilang tayo ng 4 na upuan papunta sa kanan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, nahanap na natin kung saan ang ating assigned seat. This same idea applies to the rectangular coordinate system. This system is used to plot points and represent equations in 2 variables by means of a graph. What we see on the screen is a number line. The rectangular coordinate plane is an extension of the concept of a number line, but instead of a line, we consider a plane. Therefore, we do not only use a horizontal line, but a vertical line as well. The horizontal line is called the x-axis, and the vertical line is called the y-axis. And of course, their intersection is a point. And what can we now observe in this plane? They are actually divided into 4 regions, and these are called quadrants. Namely, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Kung mapapansin ninyo, para mas madaling matandaan, these quadrants are in counterclockwise direction. Ano nga ulit ang intersection ng x-axis and y-axis? Tama, their intersection is a point. And this point right here is what we call the origin. Any unique point on the plane is labeled by an ordered pair of numbers denoted as x and y. An ordered pair is defined as 2 numbers whose orders are important and cannot be interchanged. The first number in the ordered pair is x-coordinate of the point, or the abscissa. It represents the distance of the point from the origin along the x-axis. While the second number in the ordered pair is the y-coordinate of the point, or what we call the ordinate. It represents the distance of the point from the origin along the y-axis. And together, the abscissa and the ordinate are called the coordinate of the point. Now, what are the coordinates of the origin? The coordinates of the origin is 0, 0. What can we now observe on the numbers to the right of 0 on the number line? These numbers are positive, while the numbers to the left of 0 are all negative. And the numbers above 0 are all positive, while the numbers below 0 are all negative. Ngayon naman ay subukan nating ilocate ang mga points sa ating coordinate plane. Hanapin natin si point A, B, C, and D. Lagi lang nating tatandaan na tayo ay magsisimula sa origin. At ang ating x-coordinate ay hahanapin natin sa horizontal line o ang tinatawag natin na x-axis. At ang ating y-coordinate ay hahanapin natin sa vertical line o ang tinatawag natin na y-axis. Ilocate na natin si point A. Magsisimula tayo sa origin. Dahil si point A ay may x-coordinate na negative 3, hahanapin natin si negative 3. Papunta tayo sa left side at bibilang tayo ng 3. 1, 2, 3. At dahil ang y natin ay positive 2, papunta naman tayo sa taas. 1, 2. At dyan natin makikita si point A. Punta naman tayo kay point B. Babalik tayo ulit sa ating origin. At ngayon, bibilang tayo ng 6 papunta sa kanan dahil positive ang ating x-coordinate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At dahil negative 5 naman ang ating y-coordinate, bibilang tayo ng 5 pababa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At dyan natin makikita si point B. I-plot naman natin ngayon si point C. Babalik tayo ulit sa origin at magbibilang ng 1 papunta sa kaliwa dahil negative ang ating x-coordinate. At 2 naman papunta sa baba dahil negative 2 ang ating y-coordinate. 1, 2. Diyan natin matatagpuan si point C. Ngayon naman, punta tayo kay point D. Babalik tayo ulit sa origin. At dahil positive 4 ang ating x-coordinate, pupunta tayo sa kanan. 1, 2, 3, 4. At dahil y natin ay positive 4, papunta naman tayo sa taas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaya, daan natin makikita si point D. Ngayon naman, ay alamin natin kung saang quadrants ba napunta ang ating mga points. Si point A ay makikita sa quadrant 2. Si point B naman ay makikita sa quadrant 4. Si point C ay makikita sa quadrant 3. At si point D ay makikita sa quadrant 1. Ano ang mga napansin natin na signs ng mga points na ito? Makikita natin na si point A ay merong negative na x at positive na y. Ibig sabihin, ito ang mga signs ng points na makikita sa quadrant 2. Si point B naman ay merong positive na x-coordinate at negative na y-coordinate. Ito naman ang mga signs ng points na makikita sa quadrant 4. Si point C ay merong negative na x-coordinate at negative na y-coordinate. Ito ang mga signs ng mga points na makikita sa quadrant 3. At syempre, Sa ating point D, ang ating x and y coordinate ay parehas na positive. Ito naman ang mga signs ng points na makikita sa quadrant 1. Tandaan niyo yan ha. Importante na lagi niyong maaalala kung ano ang mga signs ng ating points sa bawat quadrant. Ngayon naman ay subukan nating i-name ang ordered pair ng kada point. Meron tayong 4 dito. Kung mapapansin natin, si point E ay makikita natin sa taas ng ating origin. Bilangin natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ibig sabihin, ang ating ordered pair ay 0, 5. Tandaan natin na ito ay ordered pair. Hindi pwedeng magkapalit si x and y coordinates. Magiging magkaiba na silang points. Ganon din ang gagawin natin sa point F. Mula sa origin, bibilang tayo papunta sa kaliwa. So, ang x natin ay negative 2. Pero, ang y natin ay 0 dahil hindi naman tayo tumaas o bumaba. Sa G naman, ang ating ordered pair ay 0, negative 6. At sa H ay 4, 0. Tignan nating maigi. The points F and H has an ordered pair A, 0 with y is equal to 0 and it crosses the x-axis, and this point is called the x-intercept. Habang ang ating points E and G naman ay may ordered pair na 0, b, wherein ang x natin ay 0 and it crosses the y-axis. Ang tawag naman sa points na ito ay y-intercept. Let us now go to the next part of our module, which is the linear equation in two variables. Ano ba ang linear equation in two variables? Ito ay isang equation na pwedeng isulat in the form ax plus by is equal to c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, but a and b cannot both be 0. Itong form na ito ay tinatawag nating standard form. At ang solution sa linear equation in two variables ay isang ordered pair na magpapakatotoo sa ating mathematical statement. Example, alin dito sa mga ito ang solution ng linear equation na 6x plus 5y is equal to 30? Ano ang gagawin natin? Isa-substitute lang natin si x and y. Simulan natin sa letter A. Tandaan natin ang ating x ay 0 at ang ating y ay 6. Isa-substitute natin yan dito sa ating linear equation. So we have now 6 times 0, which is our x, plus 5 times y, which is 6, is equal to 30. And 30 is equal to 30. Therefore, this ordered pair is a solution to the given linear equation. While let's go to letter B. Let's substitute. So 6 times x, which is 2, plus 5 times y, which is 4, is equal to 30. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5 times 4 is 20. So we know that 12 plus 20 is 32, which is not equal to 30. Therefore, the ordered pair 2, 4 is not a solution. Let's now go to letter C. So 6 times 5, which is our x, plus 5 times 0, which is our y, is equal to 30. And we know that 30 is equal to 30. Therefore, this ordered pair is a solution to the linear equation 6x plus 5y is equal to 30. Let us now try to graph a linear equation in two variables. The following are the steps in graphing a linear equation. First, find three ordered pairs that satisfies the equation. Second, you plot the points. And third, you draw a line through the points. Let us try to graph 2x plus y is equal to negative 4. The first step is to find three pairs that satisfies the equation. We have to choose any three values of x, preferably integers, for easy computations. Then we find the corresponding y value for each and write the numbers in a table of values. So, let's say ang ating napiling values ng x ay negative 2, 0, and 1. If x is equal to negative 2, we can compute for y. So, isa-substitute natin si x kay negative 2 and then we solve for y. 2 times negative 2 plus y is equal to negative 4. Negative 4 plus y is equal to negative 4. Therefore, y is equal to 0. Next, our x is 0. We just substitute 0 to our x and solve for y, which will now become negative 4. And then lastly, if our x is equal to 1, our y will be equal to negative 6. These are the three ordered pairs that we have. Negative 2, 0, 0, negative 4, and 1, negative 6. Now let us try to plot the points. We have negative 2, 0, 0, negative 4, and 1, negative 6. Then, we draw a line through the points. This now will be the graph of our linear equation in two variables, which is 2x plus y is equal to negative 4. Let us have another example. 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. Again, first step is to find three ordered pairs that satisfies the equation. So let's give x is equal to negative 3, x is equal to 0, and x is equal to 3. Let us now try to find y. Now, by substituting x is equal to negative 3 to our linear equation, we will get y is equal to negative 4. And if x is equal to 0, we will get y is equal to negative 2. And of course, if our x is equal to 3, then our y is equal to 0. Next, we plot the points. Negative 3, negative 4, 0, negative 2, 3, 0. And then we draw a line through these points. This is now the graph of the equation 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. Now, these are the steps in graphing using the intercept method. First, you locate the x-intercept by letting y be equal to 0. Then, we locate the y-intercept by letting x be equal to 0. And then, we find a third point by choosing a convenient value for either x or y and then solving for the other variable. Then, we draw a straight line through the points. Ngayon, subukan naman nating i-graph ang 3x minus 4y is equal to negative 12 using the intercept method. So again, ang first step natin ay ilocate ang x-intercept by letting y be equal to 0. And then, we are going to locate y-intercept by letting x be equal to 0. So to get the x-intercept, kailangan i-substitute natin sa y ay 0. And then, we will get negative 4. Then next, to get the y-intercept, we substitute x be equal to 0. And we will get y is equal to 3. So we already have two ordered pairs here. Negative 4, 0, and 0, negative 3. Next, as a check, we have to find the third point. Okay? So our third point is 4x, and then we substitute 4 to get y, which is 6. So our third point is 4, 6. And then we draw a line through these points. So points, and then draw a line. That is now the graph of 3x minus 4y is equal to negative 12. Next, let us graph x is equal to 5. Tandaan natin na ang x is equal to 5 ay equivalent sa equation na x plus 0 times y is equal to 5. Ibig sabihin, sa kahit anong value ni y, si x ay laging equal kay 5. So if y is equal to 2, we substitute ang x natin ay laging equal kay 5. So let us have the following points: 5, 3, 5, 2, and 5, negative 3. The graph of x is equal to 5 is a vertical line passing through the point 5, 0. Next, y is equal to negative 3. This time, the equation y is equal to negative 3 is equivalent to 0 times x plus y is equal to negative 3. Thus, for any value of x, y is always equal to negative 3. So, kahit anong ilagay natin na value ng x, magiging negative 3 pa rin si y. Ayan, now we have the following points: negative 3, negative 3, 2, negative 3, and 5, negative 3. The graph of y is equal to negative 3 is a horizontal line passing through the point 0, negative 3. Now, let us proceed to the slope of a line. Take a look at these two pictures here. Merong umaakyat habang nagbibisikleta at meron din namang nagsaslide pababa. Mapapansin natin na dito ay merong slope. The slope of a line refers to the measure of the steepness of the line. The slope of a line is defined as a ratio of the vertical rise of the line to its corresponding run. As we can see here, slope is equal to rise over run, or change in y over change in x. Makikita natin dito na ito ang ating rise at ito naman ang ating run. The slope of any non-vertical straight line containing the points with coordinates x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2 is defined by the formula m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, where x sub 2 is not equal to x sub 1. Ngayon naman, let us try to find the slope of the line that passes through 4, 4 and 3, 1. Let 4, 4 be x sub 1, y sub 1, and 3, 1 be x sub 2, y sub 2. Isa-substitute natin ito sa formula na y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Make sure lang na tama ang pag-subtract natin ng y coordinates and x coordinates. Ang ating slope ay 3. We have to take note that it does not matter which point is called x sub 1, y sub 1, and which is called x sub 2, y sub 2. Parehas pa rin sila na magiging slope. Kunyari, gawin nating 3, 1 ang x sub 1, y sub 1, and 4, 4 ang x sub 2, y sub 2. Upon solving this, we will still have the same slope, which is 3. Ito ang magiging itsura ng ating line. Tignan nating maigi. This line rises from left to right. Therefore, this line have a positive slope. Let us now try to find the slope of a line that passes through negative 3, 4 and 1, negative 2. And we let negative 3, 4 be x sub 1, y sub 1, and 1, negative 2 be x sub 2, y sub 2. Therefore, our slope will be negative 3 over 2. Pwede rin nyo namang itry na baliktad naman. Ang x sub 1, y sub 1 nyo ay 1, negative 2, and ang x sub 2, y sub 2 nyo ay negative 3, 4. And it will still arrive at the same slope, which is negative 3, 2. Upon plotting these points, makikita natin that this line falls from left to right. Therefore, lines that fall from left to right have a negative slope. Let's proceed to our next example. We find the slope of the line that passes through 5, 4 and 5, negative 2. Dito pa lang mapapansin natin parehas na 5 ang kanilang x coordinates. We let 5, 4 be x sub 1, y sub 1 and 5, negative 2 be x sub 2, y sub 2. Therefore, our slope will become negative 6 over 0. And we know that this is undefined. The slope of a vertical line is always undefined. Subukan naman natin na hanapin ang slope ng line gamit ang graph na ito. Tandaan natin na ang ating slope ay equal sa rise over run. So, simulan natin. Galing dito sa point na ito, papunta dito sa kabilang point, ano kaya ang slope nila? So, let's count. 1, 2. Therefore, that is now our rise. Since pataas siya, therefore positive 2. And then, our run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dahil papunta siya sa right, our run is positive 7. Therefore, giving us the slope 2 over 7. Pwede rin naman nating subukan dito. So, bilangin natin ulit ha. Rise over run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dahil papunta pa rin siya sa right, we have positive 7 as our run. And then, 1, 2. We have positive 2 as our rise since papunta siya sa taas. So, kahit saan dyan sa dalawang yan, na paraan, parehas pa rin ang slope na makukuha natin. Let's have another example in determining the slope of the line from its graph. So, again, ang slope natin ay equal sa rise over run. So, subukan naman natin ngayon. We have, from this point, pababa tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that is our rise. 8. But since papunta tayo sa baba, it will become negative 8. Next, ang ating run, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ang ating run ay 4. Since papunta sa kanan, positive lang to. Our rise over run is negative 8 over 4 or equal to negative 2. As you can see, since our line falls from left to right, our slope will be negative. That's why we have our slope equal to negative 2.
And that's it for today's discussion. Madali lang, di ba? Alam kong kayang-kaya niya yan. Thank you for watching and see you on our next video in Project SOAR. Bye!